Hey, my beautiful angel, Josie Grouse here. Welcome to Soul Awakening Channel. We are days away from 2023. What a ride! What a ride! 2020, 2021, 2022, and now 2023. And we are moving fast. Time is speeding up. And you are also changing. Every day you are changing. But how do you start this new year with a new vision, with a new set goals for yourself? How do you grow? How do you manifest things that you truly want? This video is for you, so pay attention. Today, I wanted to share with you two important things that will help you to have an enormous, magical, beautiful success in 2023. These two principles are only two principles that I followed now for many years, and throughout all the time, regardless of the world situation. Myself personally have been growing, my work has been growing, and it has been one of my life-changing lessons once I figured out these two primary things that will lead you to success, sometimes completely unexpectedly, because you are not clinging to that success. You are in your own lane, you are moving, you're comfortable, you're guided, you are protected, and you are inspired in spirit. This is a spiritual journey. Your whole life is a spiritual journey. You are a spirit having a physical experience on planet Earth. Every time you fall asleep, just pinch yourself, snap out of it, snap out of it, awaken. So, these two things that will help you manifest enormous, beautiful, wonderful, exciting success in any area, whether it's your relationships, finances, business, anything you truly want. Number one, be prepared. Be prepared. Prepare yourself with the good that you desire. So many people think, when I get there, one day I will start doing the thing that I want to do. One day in the future, I'm going to awaken. Things will magically work out. The Someone's going to knock on my door with a big bag of cash, and things are going to be different. No, my friend, they won't. They won't, because the only time that everything you want exists is now. So preparation for what you want begins now. So start living your life as if your success is already here. So you begin to be guided by that inspired vision of the future. But action happens in the present moment. Be prepared for what you want. Start acting now as if you are already living the life of your dreams, even though sometimes, all odds are against you. All the evidence around you would suggest otherwise. Listen to me. Ignore all of that present reality, everything that you have manifested up to this point. It's not, from just dropped from someplace. It has been manifesting over and over since you started manifesting. And your life today is a result of your past actions, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. You know all of that. But when you understand that whatever life you're living right now is creating that future dream, things are going to change. Game changer. You start living your life right now as if you are already that person. As if that person that you want to be in your life is already in your life. You start acting as if that business is already successful. You're acting as if the dream that you always wanted is already here. So you are acting as if that person who already in possession of that dream. Be prepared. And look, I understand this is a tough job, and a lot of the times it's only based on faith. On faith is your unbelievable, unshakable faith that you can do it, that everything that comes through you is that manifestation of divine energy. You're never alone, you're always guided, you're always on the right path, when you are following that light that points you in the right direction, that is showing you, okay, this is it. This is the future that you are. There are so many possibilities for you. You're here to realize yourself. Is a self-realization journey. And through you, the divine can manifest. The divine God, divine love, divine energy can manifest through you. Now think about it. Now a lot of you are asking, just like, I want a final result. You're asking God, I want things to be already packaged and delivered to my doorstep, Amazon Prime style. But God says, you know what? I did my job. Now you do your job. Just like, imagine God created the trees, and that's it. That's where that job ended. Say, now you want, and you do whatever you want with the trees. You want to build yourself a table? Well, figure out how to do it. I delivered you the thing that I promised to deliver. Now you need to get the tools, you need to take action, you need to put things in place. So you begin to create the thing out of your imagination that you want. All the resources are already here, all the money that you want, they're already here. So just becoming more resourceful and moving in that direction. So be prepared, be prepared. Never know when the blessing is going to show up. Never know. Remember the story with the the oil, those who had the oil in the Bible, those were prepared. And I'm going to tell you the story because you know it. So that time, someone who has been thinking in advance now becomes blessed with the resources. You are blessed with these resources. So understand that preparation is what makes whatever you want be attracted to you. You become a magnet. This is an energetic match for what you truly want. Let me share with you the story that I remember this morning. It's one of the reasons I wanted to share with you this video. I was recently in Italy, and I was flying back, and the someone next to me was, we just chatted. We had a really nice flight, talking about interesting things, and he shared with me his story. He is here in Toronto, an Italian tailor, someone who is really, really skillful with fixing the man's wear, the suits, making everything in perfection. So he when he came to Canada, I think it was like in the 60s or 70s, he really struggled. He had a job at the department store, in men's department store, fixing things, although he really felt good. And it was his calling. He was really good at doing that particular job. So for a number of years, he was doing all these random jobs here and there. But then he decided, I want to open my own business. I want to start my own business. And everyone was against him. Everyone was against that particular idea. His wife it was a really scary move, very risky to open his own place, which he did eventually in the uptown Toronto here. So he opens his store, his shop, where he fixes suits. And slowly the business grows. It's not as major, headline multi-million dollar business, yet he's still in this business doing the work that he loves. And he's doing it so well, as if every customer walking into his room is one and only, treating that customer with special attention, with love, with an open heart, with generosity of spirit. And he said for 10 years he was hustling, he was doing just to survive, just to keep the business afloat. And then one day things changed. A man walked into his door, and it was just a regular client. There was nothing else different about that particular person. He needed an urgent job, some suit that needed to be fixed, and it was an expensive Italian suit, and he did a great job at doing just that. So the man thanked him, paid for that job, paid for the suit, and left. The next day, he gets a phone call from a lady, and she's a secretary in this huge organization. Actually, if you're in Canada, I don't know if in the States or somewhere else there are Swiss chalet restaurants. So this was the lady of the big boss, the secretary of the big boss in Swiss chalet. And she asked if he could accommodate 10 clients 10 client job, VIP managers, top scale management of Swiss chalet restaurant chain. Can you imagine? He did not know at the time when he was doing that work for that man who came earlier. He was the big boss. He was the president. And there was nothing special about him. He didn't have a label hair. I'm a big guy, take care of me, I'll take care of your business. None of that. But at that time he was prepared. He didn't do anything different. He would do anything, with the same service, offering to the same people, the same clients, and doing it well as if this is his life's work. So that's how his business took off. 10 VIP clients, more and more and more clients, expensive suits, big jobs, more money flowing in. He became very successful and wealthy. One day, one person walking in the door changed everything. So I'm here to tell you, in my life, I can give you myself so many stories. When you're not focusing so much on, let's say, finances or person or something else, you are doing your job, and you're doing your job well. That's how big blessing comes. You don't know it, but the universe is watching you. The universe is watching you. The universe sees you, and how you are committed to what you do. That you're not dwelling on that thought in the future. I'll start moving into action. No, the time is now. The action is now. Whatever you're doing, you want to be a healer, start healing. You want to be a card reader, start doing card readings. You want to enter the school, become a lawyer, go ahead and then start doing it, and do it well. Do it well. Don't, there's a word I wanted to say, I will hold on to it, but persevere in that. And remember that the universe is watching you. Do your job well. Be prepared by doing your job well. Everything, even the smallest details, the universe is watching you. The universe is looking at you very closely. Even though a year passed by, nothing happens. 2 years, 3 years. Like the man, I was giving you an example. That job, they wasn't in any way evidence of something would ever change, because he had, only thing he could focus on is doing one suit at a time, one client at a time. And one day things changed dramatically. And I promise you, if you, in whatever your pursuit is, there's a level of excellence, there's a level of commitment, even though there's no sign that things are changing, even though there's no sign that there is some greater reward coming for you in the future, do your job well. That's the only thing you need to focus. Moments when things get really hard, in moments when things become unbearable and doubts begin to choke you, and you just remember, I am here and I am doing my job well. That's the only thing I need to focus on. That's the only thing I need to focus on. I'm here, I'm prepared, I'm doing my job well. With every person, with every situation, give you 100%. Give your best, whatever that best is. And today, your best may be different from yesterday's best, but you are thriving. You're really looking forward to increase your level of influence, your success, your growth, by commitment, by helping other people, by bringing excellence into the work that you do. And I promise you that course of action never ever fails. And when the blessings come, they bring they bring a lot of really, really unexpected other blessings. So, another thing I wanted to share with you, and this is another important point when it comes to be prepared, leave every person with impression of increase. leave every person with an impression of an increase. What that means is make everybody who comes in contact with you, let that interaction helps them to feel better, inspire something in them, help them, not even necessarily with words, by you being there to support them. Something that you do will bring good into hearts and minds of other people. You become a blessing for everyone you meet, even the people who are very negative and people who are actually create barriers for you to do just that. Just like, how can it be nice to this person? Look how negative they are. Remember, that's another test. That's the universe again is watching you. Pay very close attention. And this is the moment when you can get immensely blessed, especially when you are just like have to overcome certain emotions in you. Leave them with the energy of increase. Bless them. Bless everyone. And then what happens? What comes around goes around. What goes around comes around. And then whatever that good energy, that help that you provided to people, it multiplies. That blessing goes around the world, makes friends, and bring all these other friend blessings to you. This is not a brain science. This is how things work out in life. And if you even remotely interested in having a better future, intuitively you'll know this truth. You'll do exactly that. I'm not here introducing anything new. I'm just reminding things that are so general, so primal to our success as human beings that you can definitely attain any of that. And I know that you're here, you're listening because you have the fire in you have a dream in you have something to look forward to. You are now beginning the new cycle. The new year marks the new cycle. So I really want for you to start living that dream, for you to start manifesting something incredible. And I know that you absolutely can. And you absolutely deserve that. You absolutely here because there is no earthly, godly reason for you to be here, to be a victim, to become, to struggle every day. There's no point in that because everything is here at your disposal, all of the resources. At the same time, remember, God makes trees. You have to get the tools and create whatever you want: a furniture, a table, a chair, even something exotic, but still, it's in your hands. And if you do so, I promise you, you're going to have an amazing year. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm wishing you the most amazing day wherever you are. And I love you. I'll see you soon.